Do I fly? Yes, if it's needed. Am I witch? No, I am anti-witch. Who I am? So guys, stay tuned. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome into another video. This video is totally different with other videos. This video is about spirituality, about spiritual. If you are new to my channel, you come across to this video, first subscribe to my channel. And my name is Alhassan Kamara. I am born and raised in the Gambia. Yeah. So guys, these are some of the signs I am coming to say that if you are blessed with it, you know that you are spiritually gifted. It will be only some of the signs, not all. Like one, God will show you always things in future, things which are coming to you or coming to your family member or your close friends. Like it can take weeks, it can take months, it can even take years, but most of the time weeks or even some days, And number one sign is that you will be able to see things in the future. God will be able to show you things in future. Number two is you will be connected to nature. Number three, you will be complicated, spiritual complicated. It's not all of complicated are sign of being spiritually gifted. Number four, you will be able to read people's energy and understand their feelings, even they don't tell you or even you don't know them. In most cases, Like number five is, as I'm talking, I will be able to tell you some of the signs. So let's get into it. Like me, when God started to show me that I am spiritually gifted, I don't talk about this much. And there are many people who knows me, born in the village in the Gambia, people who knows me a lot. They didn't know this side of me until when I grew up. But my mom for sure knows everything about me since day one, because she is my mother. She is my mother, and I was so close to my mom. When my dad passed away, I became so closer to my mom since those days, Like, there are some things God shows me past 18, nearly 20 years ago, have happened. If you stay tuned, if you watch the whole video, I will tell you a lot of things which I saw since my childhood days. I didn't talk about it because if you are spiritually gifted, especially from Africa in the villages, I know where I come from. I don't want to say everything in camera. You need to be humble. You need to stay down. Otherwise, it can bring you a lot of fight, which I went through, spiritual fight. So there are some things happened to me. God shows me past 18 years ago, since I don't know exactly, like 2004, from 2004, 5 up to 6, 7, 8, 2000, from 2004 to 5, 6, 7, 8 until 2012. I can't remember the year Lucky Dobby passed away. I don't know. I think it's 2008 when I was going to school. I can still remember. There are some of these things God shows me. I didn't even know. Like, as a spiritual person, God shows me, and that's why I am not naive, and whatever God shows me, even though I am not planning, I am not into that route, I always keep it, because I know, even though I don't know where it will come from, but it will. So, even traveling to Europe here, even through sea, even at that time, honestly, I was 100%, planning to travel to UK in those days. I am doing my stuffs. Doing my stuffs. What I only see was UK, and by traveling to UK, of course, it have to be flight. So one day, God shows me clearly, like I'm seeing myself in camera. God shows me clearly. like I will travel by sea, and the object I will travel by sea, it was like everybody knows, not like canoe, like girl in local language, girls. People who are watching me from Africa, they know what I'm talking about. In those days, nobody was thinking about, even though it was happening, people were traveling through sea like Mediterranean to Europe. But in those days, it wasn't like it wasn't familiar. People were not so into like we didn't hear it so oftenly. So imagine me traveling, hustling, doing everything to UK. I have contact. I'm doing my stuff. Someone was helping me too back this in Gambia. Imagine one day God just show me this, that you are going to travel, but not by plane. I'm telling you something, like I explain everything to my mom. Whatever God shows me, immediately I go to my mom and explain this to me. Me and my mom, we are wondering, you are doing everything possible to travel. You are UK, everything, all the documents and all the stuff you are planning, having contact in the Gambia in those days. But how comes you see this? And I started to pay attention, and my mom said, yeah, just don't relax, just keep on, let's keep on doing stuff, And God shows me everything. God shows me, like, in my local language. Let someone comment this below how English say it, because if I say charity, someone from West will just think that charity to and different, like how we call charity in different forms in Africa. Like, God shows me everything, where I will depart, how I will depart, and that shows me the charity. Sarah, one man sarahi yalla alay sadal beyitandina bef tamalanyan. What from in those days I was not thinking about even back, like we call it in Africa or Gambia, back way. I explained everything to my mom, and we were saying, okay. I went until I forget. I keep it in my back of mind, because I know that whatever God shows me, it will be sooner or later, but it will come. So, and God shows me Sarah yep, yalla one Sarah yep, ala ya Sarah be yitandina. After in that charity, my mom, we didn't have much in those days, even to money to buy those type of Sarah, because it was expensive. But we did everything possible, me and my mom, and take that off a charity. I don't know, that charity out. And a lot of people who will watch this video sooner or later from my village I come from. I'm not trying to like be arrogant or to, no, I don't even talk about this. I think, one of my people and one of my guys in Germany, I once open up a little bit and tell him about all the stuff I have seen a long time ago. Not only me, that charity was not only me. All those travelers from my village, courtesy of, anyone. And God shows me that if I take that charity out, anybody who came from that village to travel, they will be succeed. Their journey will be succeed. Like, we all know how dangerous it is by this Mediterranean Sea. A lot of people lost their life. So, and this sign to be connected to nature, anybody who knows me, like people who knows me back at this, even still now, knows that I don't want to go far away from nature. Anywhere I go, I will have access to nature easily. That is number 2. Like, number 3, to be complicated. People who knows me a little bit knows that I'm complicated. I can be complicated spiritually when it's necessary, but I'm so calm and relaxed and easygoing person. But spiritually, I can be complicated. Like, I can read people energy and knows most of the time what they are going through, be whosoever, So in those days, let me tell you in future how God, like, I see that, and days kept on going, months until years. That UK, traveling to UK, I knew that I did everything possible, didn't happen. So immediately I started to see things, all of a sudden, like 2014, 15, things start to pop up through Libya, Immediately I started to tell this to my mom. we start to recover. We start to think what God have been showing me, what God have been showing me back at this. I think this is it. Immediately I start that prepare myself to take that journey to Europe. Everything went smoothly. Everything went smoothly, you know. So spiritually, also, like, I see the death of my mom. God shows me the death of my mom clearly. Like, I took telephone and called my mom. I was so close to my mom. I took telephone and called my mom and explained to her how things happened, how I saw it. But I didn't come directly because I know my mom, we understand each other so much. And people who were involved into this, witches who were involved into it, I told my mom how they did it, and who came for her, you know, and where they did this execution, even though it didn't happen yet, because these witches, they do their things in advance. Like, yeah, they do it and it will happen in advance most of the time. They will attack, strike, and most of the time it will happen. But whilst they did it some days before, they did that, you can be working whilst they finish you. You can be working for some days even while they finish you. Some can even catch you while watching the public reactions, what they're gonna do, you know. So I took telephone and called my mom. Those days I was in Germany. I called my mom. I called, it was like a late night, you know. I just get up, I took telephone, and at that time my mom didn't have telephone. I called my younger brother, but they were deeply asleep, you know. Early in the morning, he saw my missed call, and I told him to give the telephone to my mom, and he gave the telephone to my mom, and I greeted her. We, you know, after greeting her, and I listened to her, because most of the time when there are ways when I start talking to her in that way, she used to know that something happened. I have something to tell her, like some informations spiritually. And I asked her, Mom, what did you feel yesterday? She said, she told me directly, just tell me, what have you seen? You know, I have always way in whatever happened. I have ways how to deliver my message. I just don't want to come directly and just deliver, you know, especially when it is about death, you know. And she understand it, because it can bring panic to the person who God shows me about these stuffs. So she just told me that, what have you seen? Just tell me. And step by step, I bring some chat in between until I feel that she's okay. I can tell her that it will not be so much, you know, I explained everything to her. I said that I even mentioned their names, people who are involved into this, you know, and they are so close to us. They are so close to me from the family. Some of them, you know, and they come, you know, these witches, they have associations, you know, they have members from almost everywhere when they are striking, you know. And the witches, they don't touch you if they don't touch someone. If someone from your family isn't a witch, no, they don't touch you. Yeah. So I explained to her, I told her that Mrs. So, they come together, and I saw her, the person knew that I saw them. This person even threatened me, like, told me that, you know, that, like, in my own local languages, like, if I translate it in English, this person just saw me and panicked, because they know that I always see them when they are going for strike. Like, sometimes I torment them, I disturb them, you know, to make their missions fail most of the time when the person they are going for, it's close to me or my family member, you know, or friend. And this person panically just turned and looked at me and said that, you boy in Bambara or Mandinka, Bambara, you boy, you are so strong-headed. She told me that anywhere we are going for strike, you are the one who spoil our missions, or you are the one who disturb us, who make our missions fail most of the time. But she told me this, but for this mission, if you make this mission fail, it's between we and you. Like, I will be, like, they will come for me, they will fight me. No matter how God bless you, God will one day show you that He is the Most High. He is the one who knows everything. God is jealous. Yeah. God is jealous. No matter how God blessed you, no matter how God spiritually blessed you, you see things clearly. He is the one who is in control. He is the one who shows you stuff. Like, no matter how powerful you are spiritually, He will one day show you that I am the boss. So imagine, He kept on showing me things, keep on showing me things, what's happened, what's coming to me or to my family member or to my friend most of the time. And He will bring me solutions. He will give me solutions. If I do this, it will fail. If I do that, it will fail. Stuff like this. But in this one, when somebody's days are finished, no matter how it is, it will be, you must go. But for this, I know they are going for someone. Most of the time when they are coming for my mom, God always made me to intervene. But for that one, God shows me everything, but hide me a little bit of the final stage. So I was wondering spiritually. I'm looking at them. They are going for strike. I'm standing looking at them. The reason why I went to Africa, I didn't make video about it and mention their name and where they did this, where they did everything and the execution. There is a reason why I didn't do video about it. But I will, inshallah. I will, inshallah. So I stand looking at them, looking at how going. I did a video about where my compound is in Africa. My dad compound and where we are living is just like 200 meters or like from home. This person is walking until where my dad compound is. There was one tree there, but the tree, they cut it down now. I was standing looking at this person. I'm wondering who they are going for. I don't know who they are going for. But God never saw me, because God always shows you that He is the boss. Yeah. In any cases, He always make you to realize that I am the boss. So this person went up to there, changed himself from human form to demons spiritually. From there, I can see this person climb on top of that tree. I'm telling you, beside my dad home. I make a video about it. Go and watch my dad African videos when I was in the Gambia, And I flew from there spiritually. I'm looking at them until the compound. There is a compound beside us. That person that they come together. There is witch there. They came together. They flew from there to the neighbor's compound there. And they came together spiritually, finished my mom. When I went to Africa, I saw this person. I saw it, but in her reactions, she tells me everything. And she couldn't even comfortably greet me, because she knows that I saw them and I am prepared for them. But I saw them. I saw her. But the other one from the village, I didn't, because I don't even go to the village. I didn't go to the village when I went to Africa, because they know I know what's happened. So, and this is how they finished my mom. And I told everything to my mom, and my mom said that let's leave everything in the hand of Almighty God. Even before those, I I fought with many of them, whom a lot of them are buried now. Because spiritually, if you come for me, and I can be so brutal, spiritually, I can be so brutal, and I am. So I fought with a lot of people, I don't want to mention their names here, who are buried. That was the end of them, because they come for me several times. They don't want to give up, even though God showing them who I am spiritually, what kind of person I am spiritually. But they didn't just want to give up, they just want to finish me. At the end of the day, my brutality is activated spiritually. They're gone. Some I didn't even attend their burial, and I will never attend those type of burials, those type of people's burial. I know there will be a day all of us will go one day, but here, that's it. That's it. Me, my family member, or my close friend, if you know what you are doing, just pass, because we are no more in those days where my mom, God will show me stuff, and my mom will tell me, don't speak about it, or we are no more in those days. These witches in the villages, they did a lot of brutality. They are so brutal. They did a lot. People from my village, they know, and people who knows me, they know what I'm talking about. You know, not one, not two, not three, not four. A lot of them who just fixed their eye on me, wanted to finish me. They're all gone, buried. Yeah, I can remember. You know, there are a lot of stuff that spiritually, like, I don't talk about it. And you need to stay humble. When I was child, you need to stay humble. There are a lot of things which God shows me before are happening now. Imagine, like, I didn't even, in those days, I didn't travel yet, but God shows me that I will be going back home with a white wife. This is not like supremacy or whatsoever, or being proud about it. Oh yeah, no. But God shows me. So imagine, in those days, someone who didn't even travel yet, God shows me how I will travel, how I will come back home, whom I will come back home. Not like they didn't tell me the name of the person. Like, I'm standing. God shows me that when going back, I will see myself standing in the airport with a white woman beside me. What happened, guys? I didn't talk about it. It's only my mom who knows it. Past 15 to 18 years ago, which happened, and my mom didn't even witness it. Let me tell you one thing. When I was moving from back home, there are signs God shows me before I started the journey. Puts a lot of doubt in my head that I will meet mommy back home. I swear. There are signs God shows me that I know that I am going, but my beloved mom, to come back and meet her. That's why when every day I am eager to call my mom, like almost every day, to do everything possible. I am funny, and I make my mom laugh always. So every day when I wake up on weekends, I call my mom, because it is always in my mind that I don't know whether I will meet her again. I don't know whether I will meet her, because the signs God kept showing to me, shows me that I wasn't comfortable that I am going to. So let me capitalize. Even if it is telephone, video calls, let me capitalize and do everything possible. My mom will be praying for me, because a lot of time that these witches will be coming for my mom, and God will make me intervene. Even where we are now, Latria. And morning, early in the morning, I will wake up and just go to my mom. Narrate everything to her. Anytime I go early in the morning to my mom, greet her and drinking tea with her, I tell her what's happened, who were after you. I will narrate to her, and I will tell her the names. That's why a lot of these witches didn't like me, and still they don't like me. because I see them when they are going to their stuff, when they are doing their stuff. You know, a lot has happened in back home in the villages. People who are watching me knows what I am saying, and like there are some signs God shows me. Like I do cut tie with people if I know, and like material things and people. I cut tie with people. These are signs God was always shows me that I was spiritually gifted. When I start to grow up, I start to be closed up. I start to keep things close. I don't come out like if you are not humble, even no matter how spiritual you are gifted, God reduces the power of the spirituality you are gifted. He gave to you. So you need to stay humble. Whatever you God shows you or whatever you see, you don't just come out and be talking about it and arrogantly making people feel. The more you keep your things until you are finally spiritually strong. Otherwise, they can finish you. I went through a lot of spiritual battles. People who knows me knows what I am saying. My sisters didn't know that I'm spiritually gifted. No, just late. My elder brother who passed away didn't even know until before the time I have time to sit with her with him to narrate some of the things happening and all those stuff spiritual world. It was just 1 year before I traveled. It was kind of late. There he knew that I survived from a lot of spiritual betrayals, spiritual battles back home. When I came to Germany, I struggled a little bit, in the first year. I struggled a little bit spiritually, because I wasn't used to. I was kind of cut from nature. That's why when I moved from Slovenia here, thank God. Imagine when I went back to Africa, the person who also came together with this other person, the second person, that one passed away because couldn't survive it. They came for me, but the other person, when I went back to Gambia, I was my younger brother is my witness. I saw him. We were talking about how things were happening in the village, how they I was telling them how they murder. Imagine this person knows me spiritually, knows me because he was among the other person who came for me spiritually, want to finish me. And when I met him, the other one passed away. But when I met him, we were talking about how brutally these people are in the villages, in our village, and how they don't their things, stuff like that. But I wonder, in his face, I told them, for me or my younger brother or my family member or my close friend, whatever they are doing, let them do whatever they are doing. But if they touch any one of that will be it. Yeah, whatever. If we go next world, God will judge us. But I ain't gonna leave it in that way. God, no. And this person have to tell me that they can't do nothing to you anymore. They can't do nothing to you anymore. Imagine the one I saw, coming together with the other person to want to finish me, until I have to wake up and send a warning to our village group chat. I didn't mention their name, but immediately the other one couldn't survive it, And this guy told me when I went to Gambia, "Oh, for you, they can't do nothing to you anymore." We talk about a lot. My mom, my younger brother is the witness, was standing. When we moved from there, I told him, "You heard Mr. So what he said? What he said. He knows. We are looking at each other spiritually. He knows what I am saying. A lot of things used to happen daily. Spiritual world. The spirituality in Africa and spirituality in Europe is totally different. It's totally different. There are a lot of things which I will want to share spiritually, you know. But in this video, I will like to end this video here, and hopefully I will be making videos about more about spirituality, you know. Like a lot is happening even in the Western world here. Their leaders, a lot of things happening spiritually, sacrifices and all these stuffs, they're happening in spirituality. But people who are not spiritually gifted will not know. I think Gambia is among the most spiritually country. Mali, Burkina Faso, Gambia, Guinea, you name it, Kenya, you know, Senegal. Spirituality is real, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Look at my eyes. What do you see? People who are spiritually gifted can just look at someone and know that whether it's spiritually. And also, guys, when I come to Slovenia here, my wife is my witness. There is one visitor who came, and my wife was talking with him about me a little bit, how, and this person also who visited us at that time. At that time, this was just newly when I came. It's a spiritual, even it's a white Western, but spiritually gifted. And immediately I sat down here, where I am recording this video, exactly here. And this woman was sitting opposite to me. My wife is sitting here in my left-hand side, you know. But this person wanted to know, prove it, whether I'm spiritually gifted or not, because she is also spiritually gifted. And immediately I sat down, she started to test me spiritually. Me and her, we know. She started to test me spiritually, like doing her stuffs to like kind of fight, you know. It lasted like 1 minute or 1 minute some seconds. After that, she knew who I am, and I knew her even before we start talking. And immediately after this incident between me and her, 1 minute or 1 minute some seconds, she told my wife before she left, because I left, I wanted to give her space to talk to my wife. I went to the balcony, and immediately she started confessing to my wife that, yeah, he's from Gambia. Like telling my wife how spiritual strong I am, and telling my wife that you don't need to be worried. You are spiritually protected already. He is this, he is that. And after when she left, when I came from the balcony, because I wanted to give her this space to talk to my wife. My wife is my witness. I won't lie, and I will not lie about my late mom. You know. And my wife started to tell me everything what she told me, and my wife started to look at me. Oh, she said that you are spiritual strong, you are spiritually gifted, that she don't need to be worried, she is already spiritual protected, this, that, da, 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 da. I said, okay. And after that, my wife started to, even before that, my wife started to pay attention to me. Most of the time, when we go to bed, stuffs happen like during late night, during my sleep. She sees stuff like signs when she's awake. She will tell me some stuff's happen. Oh, what's happened? What was that? That I will explain to her, but not everything though, because there are some stuffs you cannot explain to someone who is not spiritually gifted. Maybe will not be able to handle it. And there are some stuffs when we go out in the car, something happened. My wife told me that I didn't see the real of you. I swear to God. I don't want to tell in the camera what's happened, because this was personal between me and her. She said that, really, I didn't see real of you. When I look at you, it wasn't, I said, I don't know. I don't even know. But I said, I'm sorry, but this is how I could have handled that situation. It wasn't like anything dangerous, spiritual dangerous harm to her. But sometimes my spirit, no matter how you come through, you know, you will never know what to expect. And these signs of me that my sleeping patterns kept on changing. You never know when I am at sleep. People who follow me on Facebook, there are some stuff. You, my bro, if you are watching from Germany, you know. Maybe our conversation, like, it take times before we talk, before we that, but you know the connection between you and me. If you are watching, you know, I don't want to mention your name for some reasons, but you know, really, bro, it's not today. The way we met in Italy, how we met, you know that it's not just like, it's something is behind it. We have a lot, we connect a lot. Maybe we might not talk every day, but we are connected, bro. So I don't want to mention your name, but if you are watching this video, know that I'm still the same and we are connected, you know. So a lot happened. If I want to share everything in this video, you know, like, the video will be so long. So guys, if you want me to talk about spirituality more, let me know in the comment section below. Comment, you know, down below and say yes, make videos about spirituality, you know, in real life, what happened to me, how I see things, how God show me things and other stuffs around, you know, and how these demons make their strike and how they do it and all those stuffs, you know. Just comment down below, let me know, and I will be doing more videos about it often. But this is my first video to talk about spirituality. I don't talk about it more, you know, but that's it. So guys, let me know, comment, subscribe to the channel, comment, like the video, and share my videos. Love you all, my Gambian people. Love you all, my followers from anywhere. Have a nice evening, have a nice morning, have a nice day, you know, in general. See you in another video. Ciao.